A lot of it too is I feel like I'm punishing myself. I have survivor's guilt. I got hit by a car and I got admitted to the hospital on the 1st. On the 3rd, I went into labor. My son was stillborn. I feel like a lot of it is, I'm sad my son died. I'll just ruin everything else in my life, you know? Instead of, okay, I'm sad, let's accept that, face it, go through it, and try and move on, you know?
Tell me about that day or night when you got hit by that car.
So I got hit by a car. I was walking home from Wawa by my house, only a couple minutes from my house. I was on the sidewalk. I got hit from behind. The car left me. I broke my orbital eye bone, my jaw. I had stitches. I had to walk, learn to walk. Long story short, learn to walk again. I had 2 types of amnesia. A lot of it is I don't remember a lot as well with giving birth, etc. I have survivor's guilt. I'm angry. I'm in a way mad. My son died and I didn't. It's not fair. I feel like God is punishing me. I don't know. There's a lot. It's real hard.
Were you at fault at all? Were you under the influence at all? Or
so
anything?
I admit I found out I was pregnant in addiction. I was on methadone.
Okay.
I was not at fault. I was on the sidewalk. The car came up the sidewalk. I got hit from behind. It's on their surveillance. You can see they had no headlights. They hit me. They pull up about 10 feet. They must have realized, oh shit, that's a person. And they K-turned and fled the other way.
And it was out here at Camden, New Jersey?
No, it was in Stratford.
It was out Stratford?
I'm sorry, not Stratford, Magnolia.
Magnolia,
There's surveillance right before they hit me. The car went through a red light. They were speeding, no headlights on. It was dark. They fled. They can't see the license plate though. I feel like, you know, they just threw, if it was a different person, etc., it would have been handled differently.
And what type of injury did you sustain?
My whole orbital eye bone was broken, my eye socket. I had surgery on that. My lower mandible was broken. My jaw had to be wired shut, surgery on that. I had to have stitches, 3 parts of my face. I have neuropathy and stenosis now. I couldn't walk. I had no memory of the year leading up to the accident or immediately after. I had to go to a place after the hospital, Majestic out here. Had to learn to walk again, walk with the walker, a lot of physical injuries.
Well, thank the Lord that you can see, chew, talk, and walk.
I'm lucky for that, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, my jaw wired shut, my whole eye socket broken. I ended up having to go into labor 2 days after this. My son was breech, which means upside down, so I should have had a C-section. I gave birth vaginally, no epidural. After getting hit by a car, yes. But I'll tell you what, I was a fucking champ with giving birth. 20 minutes and he was delivered.
20 minutes? What?
In 20 minutes, yes.
After getting hit by the car?
2 days before, yes.
Okay.
They tried to give me an epidural. I couldn't hold myself up the first time. The second time, doctors couldn't hold me up correctly either. So no epidural. Breech children are upside down. You're supposed to have a C-section.
Okay.
It's very dangerous. But I did vaginal. He luckily wasn't the worst type of breech, which is footling, but he came out basically tucked like this, backwards.
Okay.
Luckily, he did not have to get the clamp to pull him. 20 minutes, I pushed him out. He was 4 pounds, 9 ounces. Beautiful. He looked just like me, my twin. But he was stillborn. So when I got to the hospital on the 1st when I got hit, about 8 hours later, he had no heartbeat detectable.
Join All Time Media's Patreon for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes content and face-to-face live video chat. Thank you, guys. The link is in the description below.